let me close that up there. Hey, how's it going, guys? Nathan here, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so we have another exciting product. This is the Roborock Q7 Max Plus. Okay, so Roborock quietly released the Q series. They have the Q5, the Q7, the Plus series, which includes the self-emptying system. Now, why would you consider Q series over like the newer models like the S7, S7 Max V? Well, the Q series has everything you need in a robot vacuum. Has the self-emptying, has a really good vacuum system for a little bit cheaper price. So this particular model is around $846 if I can remember off the top of my head, but it has some unique features. For starters, you actually have 30 different levels of water flow. Yes, you can control the water flow very precisely, 30 different customized things. Not sure how to do that, but that's what they say. It's in the application. Okay, so another thing is the Robrock also has a different style dustbin. Let's take a look here. Look at that, guys.
Dustbin and water tank combo unit removed.
Yes, so this is the larger, I believe, a 470 milliliter dustbin, and you got this 250 milliliter water tank. So pretty interesting how they did that this time. Let's take a look there. So I actually like this new design. Hopefully Roborock continues on with this design, offering a little bit larger water tank. Okay, so you also have a QR code, and nothing really has changed with the Q series. I still like that 3-button layout, and it does have a child lock by holding down the spot function for about 3 seconds. Okay, so you still have the LiDAR navigation with the clickable dome, and if you get the Q7 series, you do have 3D mapping. Unfortunately, the Q5 series does not have that, but it's a lot cheaper. I believe you can get the Q5 with self-emptying for less than $500. Now, one thing to know is it does not have mopping, but it has a fairly large dustbin. I believe it's around 750 milliliters. Okay, let's go and spin this guy around. Now, the Q7 has a very interesting design, very similar to like the S5 Max, which is one of my favorite vacuums of all time. But you can see that dedicated wall sensor, and there's a sensor to help line up with the dock. Now, if we look underneath the robot, it has the very same roller brush design. One nice thing about it is it's really easy to clean up the pet hair. Also, the ends are removed, so you can actually just take the hair off really easily. It does not require a tool. Now, they stuck with the 5-arm side brush design. It's all silicone. Some people like it, some people hate it. But for me, personally, I think it holds up pretty well. You got, I believe, 4 cliff sensors. Does take a nice trip down the stairs. And you got your charging contacts and your 2 drive wheels. Let's take a look at the dock here real quick. Now, the docking station, when you first get it, you do have to install some screws, which I'll show you. You guys can see this. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. And luckily, Roborock does provide a nice little Allen set, but it's actually stores right here, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can just put this back in there. So there's the Allen set. So if you're looking for a screwdriver, look underneath the base, you should have one. Now, one thing to note is if you do have a clog, you can actually remove this plate and you can clear out the clog. I kind of wish it was magnetic or something, or less screws. You know, that's a lot of screws for this plate. Well, over the years, Roborock really has invested a lot of time done a lot of timely updates to make sure the user experience is top notch. I think that's a game changer, especially if you're spending over $500 for a vacuum. The user interface has to be really good, and Roborock's interface is no exception. I do apologize for my fat fingers, my hand in a way. I don't know why I chose the world's smallest iPod screen to try to demonstrate the application. But as you can see, you can create areas, and once you're ready, tell the robot to go out and clean this messy area here. Okay, so if you got the S7 Max V, not sure why you get the Q7 unless you're looking for a sidekick for your cool robot vacuum. But anyways, the Q7 is a pretty nice robot vacuum if you're looking for something a little bit more higher end, but doesn't necessarily have all the features that Roborock offers. Now, one thing to note is I found it's a pretty good cleaner. It did well on carpets, hardwood floors. And one thing to note is, yes, the side brush is speed sensitive, but in my personal testing, it spun a little too quickly in open areas, so yes, it left a couple Cheerios behind. Well, the Q series is aimed for the more mid-range buyer. I think it really offers all the core features you need in a good self-emptying robot vacuum.
Charging. Emptying dustbin. Charging.
Okay, so let's look at the top here. Now here's your dust bag. This is a 2.5 liter dust bag and just pulls from the top here. And you notice it seals up, so it's fairly nice. Shouldn't have any dust flying around. Just put this back in here. And below the dust bag is a fan unit. Here on my channel, I test a bunch of different vacuums from different manufacturers, and sometimes these tests don't go as planned. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of navigation works really well, can detect most obstacles, and sometimes it works a little too well. Notice the bed skirt? Yes, the robot vacuum will not go underneath the bed skirt unless there's an opening. So that's just one downside to a lot of base navigation. Well, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and for watching my videos. It really does mean the world. I hope I can continue doing these product reviews as well. Okay, so who's the Q series for? Well, it's for someone who's looking for a quality product and doesn't necessarily need all the bells and whistles that maybe the S7 Max V has, or even the S6 Max V that has that front-facing camera. I know some people are worried about privacy concerns, so this robot vacuum luckily does not have a front-facing camera. And despite not having obstacle avoidance, it does a pretty good job avoiding most obstacles. So the last thing I want to show before I wrap this video is how the mapping process works. Now, if you see my other videos, I always praise Roborock for providing probably one of the best navigation in any consumer-based robot vacuum. And just from the beginning, Roborock really has been a leader in navigation, and what makes it better is now you got quick mapping. So basically, in a nutshell, the robot vacuum will just kind of scan your room, kind of look into different areas of your house, and quickly map out your floor plan. Now, back in the past, where it takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to map out a 2,700 square foot home, it now only takes a few minutes. So this is great. The robot vacuum doesn't get stuck, and it's able to create a new map. I believe you can save up to 4 maps at a time. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, give it a like if you can. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nathan. I live in Colorado, and I do a lot of cool product reviews, mainly robot vacuums, but I've done some other stuff like scooters. I have a DVD player that I'm going to showcase on this channel as well, so stick around for that. So have a great rest of your summer. Be safe out there. Try not to get into any trouble, or, a little bit of trouble's okay. All right, I better stop rambling. All right, see you later. Adios. Bye-bye.